Women's role in the family. Nowadays, women and men are mostly equal in their households, with the cooking of meals, chores around the house, and the source of a household's income. But this behaviour, especially by women, has not always been encouraged. How we treat and see women today has been formed by our views, ideas, and beliefs we've had in history and has enabled us to develop them into what we have today. I bring you back to the 1600s, colonial America. Women were expected to be married by the age of 20 and have children. The women were responsible for completing tasks to look after the house and keep it in order. Some of these tasks included preparing meals, mending clothes, making baskets, doing laundry, preserving food for the winter, tending to livestock, making candles, dyeing clothes, and working in the garden. These women worked from sun up to sun down, which meant they had to be hard workers and resilient. Not that they had a choice. They had to obey their man in their life at all times, whether it be their brother, father, or husband. Showing you this information proves that these women had a tough time, and you would think that these oppressive ways would ease. I now bring you to the 1950s, where these oppressive ways certainly have not eased. In the 1950s, men were seen as the hard-working gender and the gender who has more skills. But in saying this, women were the people who did the most work in one day. While the men were at work, the women would stay home, get the kids ready for school, pack their lunches, clean the house so their husband can come home to clean surroundings, cook dinner in time for it to be ready on the table by the husband arrived home, and pick up the kids from school if need be. Basically, women kept the house afloat, but were seen as substandard to their husbands. While males were brought up to follow their father's footsteps and become a successful businessman and marry a perfect wife, females were brought up to be that perfect wife, obey their husbands, do the household chores, and cook. Now, if you compare these times with modern times, you'll find that they're quite different. Women nowadays can actually have an option to work and not be expected to be a housewife. For example, if you look at my family, both of my parents are teachers. We all have chores we undertake, which change regularly. Most of the time Dad cooks, but occasionally Mum and I join in. Women's role in the family have drastically changed over hundreds of years, and gladly for the better. These days there are no specific expectations of a woman in the house, which enables them to have the future they want. This was a production by Abby Meyer. I hope you enjoyed.